Hi, this is Dr. Kurt Wohler for Sunrise Functional Medicine. The title of this short video is Medium Chain Triglyceride and Coconut Oil Combination for Brain Inflammation. The disclaimer for this video is understanding that this information is for educational purposes only. So, a very interesting book if you want to learn more about how various toxins can affect the body is from Neil Nathan. Toxic Heal Your Body is an excellent resource. And so this information in the video actually comes from this book, and it's using medium chain triglyceride oil and organic coconut oil to help essentially reduce inflammation, including brain inflammation. One of the things that's discussed in this book was that the author actually learned this method from another practitioner who had used this in their practice, as well as for a loved one actually with Alzheimer's disease. So utilizing these different types of fatty acids can be helpful from a metabolic standpoint to help with generalized inflammation and, as I stated before, even brain inflammation. So there's a few steps to consider, and you can get organic coconut oil and medium chain triglyceride oil from really most any health food store. So that could be Natural Grocers or Whole Foods or some other store that you may have in your area. So step one is essentially taking 12 ounces of organic coconut oil and mixing that with about 16 ounces of what's called medium chain triglyceride or MCT oil. And because the coconut oil is solid at room temperature, you may need to sort of warm the bottle a little bit, by running it under some hot water from the sink. And then once you combine the two, mix it up, because the medium chain triglyceride oil is a liquid. So you're liquefying both solutions, shaking them up, and that helps to merge the two oils together. Now, in taking it, you can begin with using a quarter to a half a teaspoon of the mixture 1 to 3 times daily. And then generally, like all recommendations from supplement or dietary changes, as tolerated. Now, sometimes heavy oils like these two may trigger some slight nausea, or they might trigger loose stools in certain sensitive individuals. So you sort of have to increase and utilize based on tolerance. But, the levels can go upwards between half a teaspoon, and some people even get benefit by going to 2 tablespoons 3 times a day. So the key thing is to make sure you're shaking the bottle that's containing this mixture before each administration. Now, it's suggested also to take the last dose prior to bedtime and then store the mixture at room temperature. So you want to avoid placing it in the refrigerator, because that will cause the oils to solidify, particularly the coconut oil. Now, some people actually find too that the combination of these oils in its overall effect on metabolism helps with hypoglycemia, what's also called low blood sugar. So you're just sort of improving on metabolic efficiency with regards to these oils. And as mentioned before, they do have some anti-inflammatory effects as well. Now, there's always the possibility of doing modified amounts. So what I just described and what was described in the book Toxic, for example, is really kind of thought about more for adults. Modified amounts of each substance from those that were listed previously, the coconut oil, the medium chain triglyceride oil, could also be used in younger individuals. So I've used this with certain children with autism, for example. Again, trying to come up with an exact amount based on age or weight is difficult. So you have to modify. And generally, like anything like this, is starting low, starting slow, and then building up as tolerated. Now, it's always recommended, whether these things are being used for children or yourself as an adult, is to always check with your personal healthcare provider based on your specific health condition when that comes to dietary changes, supplements, medication interventions, etc. For more information about our practice and the services that we provide, you can go to mysunrisecenter.com. You can also email us at scmedicalcenter@gmail.com. Again, I'm Dr. Kurt Wohler for Sunrise Functional Medicine. Thank you.